Ukemi requirements for the arm bar. So the arm bar, in the way, in the order that I teach the techniques, the arm bar is the first sort of place where where the uke goes from standing all the way down to, kind of chest on the ground. When I learned it, it was kind of fend for yourself, and there were all kinds of people hitting the mat in all kinds of painful and ugly ways. So Jackson will be the nage, and I will be the uke. Now, my responsibility as uke is to give him a handshake, a firm handshake grip, not resisting the technique in any way. I allow him to establish my eye. I'm in a squared off position. And I just grab, he presents his wrist, and I grab it. And he's standing here waiting. Now, when he does the arm bar, just slowly, he steps back, rotates over. My first movement is way out here, okay? Now, do your homing turn. Pulls me straight down to the ground. Okay? So, one more time. And I'll try to talk about this glide path. So as he's doing the technique, I'm stepping way out here at like a 45-degree angle. Now the impact of doing it that way is that it puts me lower to the ground, okay? I'm lower to the ground. He rolls over. Now when he's in grocery cart position, he pulls me. He's going to pull me over here, and so this hand is just going to skim across the mat until I'm down. And there you go. That is how you take the ukemi for the arm bar. So a wide stance out, and then slide this hand out as you go down. I can remember seeing all kinds of bad, like where guys just boom down on two knees like that. And after an hour of training like that on mats that were literally not more than an inch, a little bit more than an inch thick, and guys' knees would be all swollen and stuff. So this is just a nice, smooth way to meet the mat. Last thing that we talked about when we talk about ukemi is countering. So how would you counter the technique? And of course, this is not, you're not going to do this as uke when he's working on his classical technique. Come forward just a little. But the counter for an arm bar is for uke to do a forward roll. So go ahead. He does the technique. Forward roll. Up, up, up. I've got his wrist. Okay. So let's try that one more time. And I'm not sure if that was in the camera or not. But again, the counter is simply a forward roll. So you're here. He does it. I take him. Up, up, up. I've got his wrist. Right? His wrist is pointing straight up, so I see front wrist up. Now I've got things over here, and I can finish with reverse wrist. Belly up, please. Belly up. Belly. Thank you. Like this. And we're good. So, the forward roll. It's a nice way to counter. That's not the only way. Another way sometimes you'll see in the Aikido that they will try to counter is they will get underneath the technique and then pull out of it. Not in our style. Not because as soon as we get here, this technique there is no way to get underneath it. So the forward roll is the out. And it's a safe out, So you come up. You still have his wrist, and you're looking at basically a front wrist application from there. Okay, so those are the uke responsibilities for the arm bar. Classical technique. Thanks for watching.